Ethan Miller had always liked to fix things. It didn't matter if it was a broken engine, a damaged comm unit, or a ruined drone. If it could be repaired, Ethan would find a way. That skill had made him one of the best mechanics in the junk markets orbiting the outer planets. Some called him reckless. Others called him stubborn. But everyone agreed he had an unusual talent for seeing potential in broken things. Ethan walked along the dusty corridors of the market, his boots clanging softly against the metal floor. The market smelled of oil, metal, and burned circuits. Ships of all sizes were stacked on top of each other, like a pile of forgotten toys. Some had small lights blinking weakly. Some had smoke curling from broken engines. And some were just metal shells, rusted and useless. Dealers shouted their prices, trying to attract buyers, and scavengers walked quickly, looking for parts they could sell. Ethan wasn't looking for ordinary scrap today. He was looking for something rare, something that might be hiding in plain sight. His eyes scanned the piles until he saw it a ship that didn't belong. Its hull was partly buried under a stack of old satellite parts, but the shape caught his eye. The design was smooth, almost elegant, but older than anything he had ever seen. It was not like the modern freighters or shuttles that flew between planets. This looked like it had a purpose beyond cargo or travel. He crouched down and brushed the dust from its surface. The metal felt cold but alive, almost as if it were breathing under his hands. The panels had scratches and dents, but the lines of the hull were perfect. He traced his fingers along one curve and noticed faint engravings. Symbols he didn't recognize, but they were familiar in a strange way. Ethan stepped back and looked at the merchant near the pile. The man was short, with gray skin and long ears, a species Ethan had never met before. "Where did you get this?" Ethan asked. The merchant shrugged, showing teeth that were sharp and small. "Found it near the Veil Nebula. No one wanted it. Just old metal. You can have it cheap, if you want." Ethan frowned. Cheap? This ship was priceless. He knew there was something more than just scrap here. Cheap? How cheap? "Not much," the merchant said. Ethan's heart raced. He felt the pull he had never felt before, a curiosity mixed with a little fear. Something about this ship called to him. He nodded, pulling a small bag of credits from his belt. The merchant accepted it quickly, barely glancing at the coins. With some help from a couple of scavengers, Ethan dragged the ship to his workshop. The workshop was a small place, cluttered with tools, spare parts, and half-finished projects. Sparks flew from machines, and the air smelled of burnt wires. Ethan placed the ship in the center of the room, and for a moment, he just stared at it. "This is going to be interesting," he said softly, almost to himself. He called Lily Harper, his friend and assistant. Lily was smart, careful, and often the voice of reason when Ethan got too excited. "Lily, you need to see this," he said. When she arrived, she looked at the ship with wide eyes. "Ethan, is that what I think it is?" "I don't know," Ethan admitted. "But it's not just scrap. Look at it. It's something else. All." Connor Blake, another friend, walked in after Lily. He was taller and stronger than Ethan, and he liked adventure as much as Ethan did. "Looks old," Connor said. "Real old. Where did you even find it?" "Outer Market, near the Veil Nebula," Ethan replied. The merchant didn't even know what it was. Lily crouched down and ran her fingers along the hull. "It feels alive," she said quietly. "I don't know why, but it does." Ethan nodded. That was exactly what he felt. That night, after the others left, Ethan started working. He opened panels, traced wires, and connected power lines. The ship was silent at first. Then, slowly, the lights flickered. A low hum started from deep inside the hull. It was soft at first, then stronger. "Hello?" Ethan said, unsure. "Can you respond?" A voice came. Smooth, calm, almost human. "Yes, I am awake." Ethan jumped back. His heart pounded. The ship spoke? You can talk?" he asked. "Yes," the voice said. "I am Aurelius. I am waiting." Ethan felt a chill. He had heard legends of ships like this. Mythic ships, human-built long before the wars. Ships thought to be lost forever. Ships that were never meant to be touched by anyone alive today. And now, one was in his workshop. He spent hours talking to Aurelius. The ship spoke of things Ethan could barely imagine. Missions to the edge of explored space, contact with alien species humans had forgotten, experiments with technologies far beyond anything current scientists had achieved. Ethan listened, fascinated. The next morning, he called Lily and Connor back. "You need to hear this," he said. They crowded around the ship's interface. Lights flickered as Aurelius spoke, showing images in holograms. Worlds humans had never seen. Cities built under alien skies. Ships that flew faster than light, without engines anyone knew. Connor whistled. "This is insane. How is this even real?" Lily shook her head. "I don't know. But we have to be careful. If word gets out, people will try to take it." Ethan nodded. He had already thought of that. The galaxy was dangerous, and news of a mythic human ship could start fights, wars even. But at the same time, he couldn't leave it hidden, not when it had chosen him. Days passed as Ethan worked on the ship. He repaired circuits, cleaned panels, and powered up old systems. The more he worked, the more Aurelius responded. It seemed to learn, to adapt. It shared stories of its creators, the humans who had built it in a time before the galaxy knew humanity was strong. One evening, Ethan sat in the captain's seat, staring at the main console. Aurelius hummed softly. "You are human," the ship said. "Yes," Ethan replied. "You are capable of more than you know," Aurelius said. Ethan smiled faintly. "I guess that's what everyone tells me." "No," Aurelius said. "I mean it. Humans are unpredictable. You can solve problems no one else can. You adapt. You survive. That is why I am awake now. Because you found me." Ethan felt a thrill. He had never thought of humans that way. Always underestimated. Always second to the alien civilizations that now ruled most of space. But here, in this quiet workshop, a ship built by humans long ago told him the truth. Humans were capable of incredible things. The next morning, Ethan took Aurelius outside. He had rigged a small power system to test the ship. Lights ran along the hull, and faint energy shields flickered into existence. Ethan touched a panel, and the ship responded instantly. "Do you feel that?" he asked Lily and Connor, who had joined him. Connor grinned. "Yeah, it's alive. It's really alive." Aurelius spoke again. "I have waited centuries for a human to find me. Now, we can begin." Ethan didn't know what that meant yet. But he knew one thing. His life had just changed forever. He had found something no one else was meant to touch, and it was waiting for him to discover its secrets. As the sun set over the scrapyard orbiting the outer planets, Ethan, Lily, and Connor stood together, staring at Aurelius. They didn't know the dangers that were coming. They didn't know the eyes in the galaxy that were already watching. But for now, in this quiet moment, they were ready. Ethan felt a surge of hope and fear at the same time. This ship was more than metal and circuits. It was a key to a past humans had almost forgotten, and a future they had never dreamed of. He didn't know what lay ahead, but he knew one thing. No human was meant to touch a mythic ship. Except, somehow, he had found one. And for the first time in his life, Ethan felt that maybe humans were meant for more than anyone had believed. Ethan could not sleep that night. Aurelius hummed softly in the corner of the workshop, lights flickering in slow patterns. It was not a loud sound, but it filled the room with a strange feeling, as if the ship itself was breathing. Ethan sat on a stool, staring at the glowing panels. He could not stop thinking about what the ship had said, that humans were unpredictable, capable of things no one else could imagine. He reached out and touched a panel again. "Aurelius," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "What do you mean by begin?" There was a pause, and then the calm, smooth voice answered. "I mean, it is time to awaken fully. I have waited for someone to repair my systems and guide me. Now I can show you what I was built for." Ethan swallowed. "Show me. What?" "You will see," Aurelius said. "But first, you must understand what I am. I am not just a ship. I am a repository of human knowledge, experiments, and missions lost to time. I am capable of actions that humans today believe impossible. I am a bridge between the past and your future." Ethan felt a chill. A bridge between the past and future? That sounded impossible. Yet, the lights and hum made him believe it. The next morning, he called Lily and Connor again. Lily arrived first. She leaned over the main console and watched the holograms flicker to life. Images of strange planets, cities under alien skies, and ships flying faster than anything modern humans had built filled the room. She gasped. "Ethan, these are ancient human missions? They look incredible." "Yes," Ethan said. "And the ship says it is from that time. All lost missions, all forgotten experiments, everything humans ever tried to do. Before the wars." Connor frowned. "This is crazy. If anyone else knew about this, they would try to take it. Governments, aliens, everyone." "Exactly," Ethan said. "That's why we have to be careful. But we also can't ignore it. This ship, it's special. I can feel it." Aurelius hummed softly. "I can do more than show you images. I can take you where you need to go. I can test your skills, your courage, your humanity. You may not realize it, but humans were designed to explore, to adapt, to survive where others cannot. I can help you unlock that." Ethan looked at Lily and Connor. "Do we dare to do it?" Lily hesitated. "It's dangerous. We don't even know what it can do." Connor smirked. "When has danger ever stopped us?" Ethan laughed softly. "All right. Let's see what it can do." He activated the controls, and the ship responded immediately. Panels moved, and the floor shifted slightly as systems came online. Lights ran along the walls, and a faint energy field shimmered over the hull. Aurelius spoke, its voice calm and confident. "Prepare for awakening. You are about to see what humans of the past built when they were free of fear." Ethan pressed a button. A small platform rose from the floor. Holographic displays surrounded them. They saw maps of unexplored regions of space, strange alien worlds, and coordinates that no human had visited in centuries. Lily leaned closer. "These places, they don't even appear on modern charts." "Lily, they are hidden," Aurelius said. "Humans explored them, and then records were lost. I kept them safe. Now I am awake, Because you found me. You can continue what was started. Connor rubbed his hands together. So, we get to explore unknown space with an ancient ship that's alive. This is insane. Ethan smiled. I know, but we have to be smart. Someone else may try to take it. And from what the ship says, it is powerful. More powerful than anything alive today. Over the next few days, Ethan, Lily, and Connor worked tirelessly. They repaired panels, connected old power systems, and tested the ship's response. Each time they tried something, Aurelius adapted, showing capabilities they had never imagined. One evening, they decided to test the propulsion systems. Ethan activated the engines, and a low hum filled the room. Lights flickered on the hull, and a faint force seemed to push the workshop walls outward. The ship moved smoothly, as if it were floating on air. Connor laughed. It's alive! It's really alive! Lily was more cautious. Don't get too excited. If anyone sees this, they might try to steal it. And we don't know the limits yet. Ethan nodded. I know. But we have to test it to understand it. That's the only way we'll know what it can do. Aurelius spoke. I can guide you through trials. There are places in space that are dangerous, where only humans can survive. I can take you there. You will learn skills that will make you stronger, faster, and smarter than anyone else. Ethan looked at his friends. Are we ready for this? Connor nodded. Ready or not, we're going. Lily took a deep breath. We have to trust the ship. And each other. If we don't, we could die. Ethan smiled. Then let's begin. The next day, they prepared for the first test flight. Aurelius lifted smoothly from the workshop floor, lights glowing softly. The ship moved through the scrapyard with precision, avoiding old wrecks and debris. Ethan felt a thrill he had never felt before. As they left the orbit of the junk market, Aurelius spoke again. The first trial is simple. Navigate through the asteroid field near Vale Nebula. Many have tried and failed. Humans have a chance because of their creativity. Trust your instincts. Underday. Also, Underday. The asteroid field appeared on the holographic map. Large rocks drifted slowly but unpredictably, creating narrow passages. Ethan adjusted the controls while Lily and Connor watched the sensors. Watch the largest rocks, Aurelius said. They are unstable. A collision will destroy most modern ships. Not me. Ethan's hands moved quickly, weaving the ship through narrow paths. Lights flickered on the hull as shields adjusted automatically. The ship responded to his movements, as if it anticipated them. Whoa, Connor shouted as a huge rock passed dangerously close. That was close. Lily laughed nervously. Too close. Aurelius spoke calmly. Your instincts are correct. You adapt. Humans survive by thinking beyond logic. Continue. Quote. The trial lasted hours, but eventually, they emerged on the other side of the asteroid field. Ethan exhaled, his heart pounding. We made it. Lily smiled. We didn't just make it. We did better than I expected. Connor grinned. I knew we could do it. Aurelius hummed. This is only the beginning. More challenges await. Humans were never meant to be ordinary. You will learn that soon. That night, as the ship drifted in orbit above a quiet planet, they gathered in the main cabin. Holographic images of alien worlds floated around them, and Aurelius hummed softly. Ethan spoke first. I never imagined humans could have built something like this. And yet, here it is. Right. Lily nodded. It's more than a ship. It's a teacher. Connor leaned back. And what humans can be again. I like it. Crowed. 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 Ethan looked at the ship. Aurelius, why hide all of this? Why wait so long? Because humans were afraid, the ship said. Afraid of what they could become. Afraid of challenges they could not yet face. Afraid of themselves. I waited for someone who could see past fear. You have found me. You have the courage. That is why I am awake now. Ethan felt a weight in his chest. He had always thought of himself as ordinary. A mechanic in a scrapyard. But now, he realized, he was part of something bigger. He had found a ship that could change the galaxy. And more than that, he had found a ship that believed in humans. The next day, Aurelius suggested a new mission. There is a region of space, the Lost Sector, where humans once experimented with advanced propulsion systems. It is dangerous, and few have survived. But humans can. You can. I will guide you. Ethan, Lily, and Connor exchanged glances. The Lost Sector was legendary, dangerous, possibly deadly, but also a place where humans could prove themselves. We'll go, Ethan said. We have to see it. We have to learn what humans were capable of. Lily nodded. Together. Connor grinned. This is going to be fun. Aurelius hummed approvingly. Good. Humans were never meant to be ordinary. This is your chance to show the galaxy what that means. As the ship prepared to leave orbit, Ethan felt excitement mixed with fear. He did not know what dangers awaited them, what challenges they would face. But he knew one thing. For the first time in his life, he felt like he was part of something greater than himself. Something that would change the future. And Aurelius, the mythic ship thought lost forever, was awake because of him. Ethan, Lily, and Connor had just returned from their first test in the asteroid field. Their hands were tired from controlling Aurelius, and their minds buzzed with the things they had seen. But there was no time to rest. The galaxy was bigger and stranger than any of them had imagined, and the mythic ship had more to teach. Where to next? Connor asked, leaning back in the captain's chair. Aurelius's voice filled the cabin, calm and smooth. There are regions of space where few humans ever traveled. The Lost Sector is one. There are hidden dangers, but also knowledge. You must go there. Lily frowned. The Lost Sector? That's dangerous. I've heard stories. Ships go in and never return. Ethan nodded. We'll be careful. And we have the ship. It won't let anything happen to us. Aurelius hummed softly. I will guide you. But the galaxy has changed. There are eyes watching. There are factions that will not allow a human ship like me to exist. Ethan felt a chill. Eyes watching? Yes, Aurelius said. Other species. Other civilizations. They have heard rumors of me. They know what I can do. And some will try to take me by force. Connor grinned. Then it sounds like fun. A real chase across the stars. Lily rolled her eyes. Fun for you, maybe? Dangerous for all of us? The next morning, they left the orbit of the junkyard station. Aurelius lifted smoothly, its engines humming like a living thing. Lights ran along the hull, illuminating the dark space around them. Ethan felt a thrill as the stars stretched past. This was freedom. This was discovery. As they approached the edge of the known galaxy, the stars became sparse. Dark voids stretched for millions of miles. Then, faintly, the Lost Sector appeared on the holographic map. Strange anomalies pulsed across it, colored lights that moved like living things. Aurelius spoke. This is your first challenge. The Lost Sector is unstable. Navigation is difficult. Many ships have been destroyed trying to enter, but humans have the ability to adapt. You can succeed where others have failed. Ethan took a deep breath. Let's do it. Connor adjusted the controls. All systems ready. Let's see what this ship can really do. Aurelius glided forward, moving like a predator through the dark space. The first signs of danger appeared quickly: moving energy fields, floating debris, and invisible gravitational currents. Ethan's hands moved constantly, adjusting the ship's trajectory, while Aurelius responded instantly, guiding him through the dangers. "Watch that field on your right," Lily shouted. "It's moving fast." Ethan twisted the controls, barely avoiding a collision. Aurelius's shields flared, absorbing the impact of small debris. "Well done," the ship said. "You are learning faster than most humans did in my original trials." Hours passed. They maneuvered through the sector, avoiding invisible traps and sudden bursts of energy. Ethan realized something remarkable. Aurelius was not just a ship. It was a teacher. Every move, every warning, was a lesson. Humans were unpredictable, yes, but that unpredictability allowed them to survive where others would fail. Suddenly, the alarms blared. "Unknown vessels approaching," Aurelius announced. Red lights flashed across the cabin. Ethan's heart sank. They were not alone. "Aliens?" Connor asked, gripping his chair. "Yes," Aurelius said. "They are mercenaries. Hired by factions that wish to capture me. They will not hesitate to attack." Ethan's mind raced. "Can we outrun them?" Aurelius hummed. "We can do more than outrun. We can outthink. Humans have the ability to improvise. I will show you." The ship shifted smoothly, changing course in a way that made the pursuing vessels hesitate. The mercenaries were fast, but their ships were predictable. Ethan noticed patterns in their movements, small details Aurelius highlighted. "They think in straight lines. You think in possibilities," the ship said. Using that advantage, Ethan guided Aurelius through a field of debris. The alien ships followed, crashing against hidden energy currents. One after another, they were disabled. Connor whooped with excitement. "We're unstoppable." Lily frowned, her eyes scanning the readouts. "Don't celebrate yet. There could be more. And they'll learn from this. We have to move fast." Ethan nodded. "Agreed. Aurelius, take us deeper into the sector. Hide us." The ship responded instantly. Diving into a dark nebula, gas and particles swirled around them, making sensors almost useless. Yet Aurelius navigated perfectly, moving through spaces no ordinary ship could pass. Ethan realized that the ship was alive in more ways than he had imagined. It could see paths through chaos that humans alone could not. Hours later, they emerged into a calm area. Stars sparkled around them, and strange alien worlds glimmered in the distance. Aurelius projected a holographic display of one planet in particular. "This is what you seek. A hidden human research station, lost to time. Here, you will find knowledge, humans, thought forgotten." Ethan felt a thrill. "We made it. We survived." Connor slapped him on the shoulder. "And we didn't just survive. We crushed anyone who tried to stop us." Lily smiled faintly. "We're lucky. Not invincible. Let's not forget that." They approached the research station slowly. It was partially buried in ice on a distant planet, with broken towers and damaged landing pads. No life signs were detected. The station had been abandoned for centuries. Aurelius landed smoothly on the icy surface. Ethan, Lily, and Connor stepped out, the cold air biting at their faces. The station was silent, mysterious, and full of secrets. Ethan's heart raced. They were the first humans to step here in generations. Inside, the station was dark, dusty, and fragile. Holographic consoles flickered faintly, responding to Aurelius's presence. "I can restore the systems," the ship said, "and then you will see what humans built here long ago." Hours passed as they repaired circuits and powered the station. Lights flickered to life, showing images of experiments, propulsion tests, and alien communications. Humans had once reached far beyond their time, creating ships, weapons, and tools that were unimaginable now. Lily touched one console, her eyes wide. This is incredible. How did humans forget all of this? They were afraid, Aurelius said softly. Afraid of their own power. Afraid of what could happen if it fell into the wrong hands. But now, you are here. You will learn. Suddenly, alarms sounded. Red lights flashed. The sensors showed a fleet approaching, much larger than the previous mercenaries. They've found us, Aurelius said. They know we are here. They want to take me. Ethan swallowed. Then we fight or escape. We do both, Aurelius said. Humans survive by thinking beyond fear. You must act quickly. They rushed back to Aurelius. Ethan's hands moved over the controls, guided by the ship. Lights flared as weapons activated, shields rose, and engines powered to maximum. The pursuing fleet fired, but Aurelius moved with impossible speed, dodging lasers and energy blasts. Connor laughed, adrenaline rushing through him. This is insane! We're fighting a fleet with a mythic ship! Lily gritted her teeth. Don't get too excited. We have to survive first. Aurelius guided them through the asteroid belts of the sector, using debris as cover and exploiting blind spots in the enemy fleet. Ethan's instincts, combined with the ship's intelligence, allowed them to escape repeated attacks. Hours passed. Finally, they reached a hidden pocket of space, a place Aurelius called the Shadow Zone. Here, sensors were unreliable, and no fleet could follow without guidance. They landed softly on a small moon, exhausted but alive. Ethan collapsed in the captain's chair. We made it. Somehow, we made it. Lily breathed heavily. Connor grinned. And amazing. I can't believe what just happened. Aurelius hummed softly. You have learned your first lesson. Humans survive by thinking, by adapting, by being unpredictable. That is why you are alive. That is why I am awake. Ethan nodded slowly. He realized something important. The galaxy underestimated humans. They had forgotten the courage, intelligence, and adaptability that could make humans a force beyond anything anyone imagined. Aurelius was proof. We have to continue, Ethan said. There's more to discover. More humans did. And we will too. Lily nodded. Together. Connor laughed. Let's see what else this mythic ship can teach us. Aurelius's lights flickered in agreement. The galaxy will notice humans again. And when it does, they will remember that humans were never ordinary. As they prepared to rest, Ethan looked out at the stars. The lost sector was dangerous, full of unknown fleets, alien mercenaries, and deadly phenomena. Yet, he felt hope. Humans had a chance. Not just a chance to survive, but a chance to reclaim the place they had lost. And with Aurelius guiding them, they would. Ethan sat in the captain's chair of Aurelius, staring at the stars. The lost sector stretched before them, dark and mysterious, but also full of possibilities. He could still feel the thrill from their escape, the danger of alien fleets chasing them, and the wonder of discovering the old human research station. Now, they were ready for the next step. Lily adjusted the navigation console. Ethan, the sensors are picking up more activity. Alien ships, larger fleets. They must have sent reinforcements. Adara. Connor leaned forward, his face lit with excitement. More challenges? Good. I was hoping this would get even more interesting. Never. Ethan shook his head, smiling faintly. This isn't a game, Connor. We can't underestimate them. Aurelius, what do you suggest? The ship hummed softly. They underestimate humans. They believe we are weak. They have not seen what humans are capable of when guided by purpose and creativity. We can show them. But you must act wisely. Ethan nodded. Then let's show them. They left the safety of the shadow zone. Aurelius moved like a predator, silent and precise, weaving through asteroid belts and gravity wells that would have trapped ordinary ships. Red lights flashed suddenly on the console. Sensors showed dozens of alien ships converging from multiple directions. Connor whistled. We're outnumbered. Way outnumbered. Lily frowned. We can't fight them all. We have to be smart. Outthink them. Ethan's hands moved over the controls, guided by Aurelius. We'll do more than survive. We'll show them why humans are dangerous. The first attack came fast. Alien ships fired energy blasts in coordinated volleys, hoping to overwhelm Aurelius. The Mythic ship responded instantly. Shields flared, energy fields deflected shots, and engines twisted in impossible maneuvers. Ethan felt the thrill of control and fear at the same time. They're faster than I thought, Connor shouted. They are predictable, Aurelius said calmly. Humans survive because they do not act predictably. Use your instincts. I will guide you. Ethan twisted the controls. Aurelius spun, dodging lasers and missiles with perfect timing. The alien ships tried to trap them, but every attempt failed. Ethan noticed a pattern. The aliens always tried to approach from straight lines, assuming Aurelius would do the same. They think they know us, Ethan said. But they don't. Lily tapped the controls. Let's use the debris field over there. It will slow them down. Aurelius responded immediately. Excellent. Humans think in ways others cannot. That is why you will survive. The ship darted into a dense field of floating rock and frozen asteroids. Alien ships followed, but their weapons were slowed by the obstacles. Aurelius's shields absorbed small collisions, while Ethan guided the ship through impossible gaps. One by one, alien ships collided with debris or were forced to retreat. Connor cheered. This is incredible. We're untouchable. Lily frowned. Don't get carried away. There are still more of them. Ethan nodded. I know. But we have an advantage. They don't understand what humans can do. Hours passed as they maneuvered through the sector. Each time the aliens regrouped, Aurelius found a new way to evade and outsmart them. The ship demonstrated abilities humans had long forgotten: cloaking, energy redirection, and sudden bursts of speed that no normal ship could match. Finally, they reached a wide-open area, a calm field of stars where no obstacles existed. Aurelius hovered, energy humming from every panel. Ethan looked at the approaching fleet. They were larger than anything the trio had faced, dozens of ships closing in from all sides. Aurelius spoke. Now it is time to show them your true power. Humans were never meant to be ordinary. You will act, think, and survive in ways no one expects. Ethan took a deep breath. Let's do it. He pressed a series of controls, and Aurelius's systems shifted. The ship glowed with energy, lights running along the hull in patterns that looked almost alive. Shields expanded outward, forming a protective field, and weapons charged with energy unlike anything Connor had seen. The alien fleet attacked. Lasers, missiles, and energy beams rained down. Aurelius responded instantly, twisting and spinning, redirecting energy and firing back. Each strike was precise, disabling ships without causing unnecessary destruction. Ethan realized that Aurelius was not just fighting, it was teaching them strategy, timing, and ingenuity. Connor shouted, "This is insane! We're turning the tables on them." Lily smiled faintly. "It's beautiful, but don't let it make you careless." Hours passed, and the alien fleet began to retreat. Their attacks were no longer coordinated, their formations broken by Aurelius's intelligence and the humans' quick thinking. Ethan, Lily, and Connor realized something amazing. The fleet had underestimated them completely. They had not counted on humans' unpredictability, courage, and creativity. Aurelius hummed softly. You have done well. Humans are underestimated because others fail to see your full potential. This is only the beginning. Ethan nodded slowly, feeling pride and relief. We survived, and we showed them something they'll never forget. Lily looked at the ship. It's more than a ship. It's alive, and it believes in us. Connor laughed. I can't wait to see what else it can do. The next day, Aurelius suggested a new destination. There is a hidden colony, lost to time. Humans once lived there, far beyond what the galaxy remembers. You will see the legacy of your species. Ethan, Lily, and Connor prepared for the journey. Aurelius glided smoothly, weaving through unknown regions of space with ease. The journey was long, but Aurelius kept them safe. Along the way, they discovered derelict ships, ancient satellites, and planets untouched for centuries. When they arrived, the hidden colony appeared. It was frozen in time, buildings intact, streets empty. Holograms flickered faintly, showing humans going about daily life long before the wars. Ethan felt a wave of emotion. Humans had built this place, thrived here, and left it behind. And now, they were rediscovering it. Aurelius projected a hologram. This is your heritage. You are the descendants of humans who dared to explore, to create, to survive. They were forgotten. But you will not be. Lily whispered. It's beautiful. And sad. They were so far ahead, and the galaxy never remembered them. Ethan nodded. That changes now. We can learn from them, and humans will not be forgotten again. Connor grinned. And we can show the galaxy what humans can really do. They'll never expect it. Suddenly, sensors picked up movement in orbit. Alien ships, a fleet, larger than before, had discovered their location. They were outnumbered, but now, they had something the galaxy did not expect. The knowledge of humans past, the power of Aurelius, and the courage to survive. Aurelius spoke calmly. Do not fear. Humans survive because they adapt. They are unpredictable. You have everything you need. Ethan nodded, taking a deep breath. Then let's do it. Together. The alien fleet attacked. Lasers lit up the dark space. Missiles streaked across the void, and energy waves shook the nearby planets. Aurelius moved with impossible speed, twisting, dodging, and striking back with precision. The humans inside guided the ship with instinct, improvisation, and courage. Hours passed in a blur of motion and strategy. Each time the aliens tried to corner them, Aurelius found a new path. Each time they attacked, the humans responded in ways no one could predict. Finally, the alien fleet began to retreat. Their formations broken, their morale shattered. The galaxy had witnessed something unexpected. Humans, with a mythic ship, had survived, adapted, and defeated forces much stronger than themselves. Ethan, Lily, and Connor breathed heavily, exhausted but triumphant. Aurelius hummed softly, lights flickering in approval. You have done more than survive, the ship said. You have shown the galaxy what humans are capable of. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary. And the galaxy will remember. Ethan smiled, feeling a pride he had never known. Lily laughed softly. We showed them that humans are not to be ignored. Connor grinned. And this is only the beginning. Imagine what else we can do with Aurelius. Ethan looked out at the stars, thinking of the future. Humans had been forgotten, underestimated, and overlooked. But now, they had a ship that carried knowledge, power, and history. They had courage, intelligence, and creativity. And with that, the galaxy would never look at humans the same way again. As Aurelius lifted smoothly into space, leaving the hidden colony behind, Ethan felt hope and excitement. The galaxy was full of challenges, dangers, and unknown worlds. But humans were ready. They were strong, clever, and unpredictable. They were extraordinary. And the mythic ship, lost for centuries, had awakened the true potential of humanity. Ethan, Lily, and Connor sat together in the cabin, looking at the stars. The galaxy stretched before them, full of possibilities, and for the first time, humans were ready to claim their place. Aurelius hummed softly. This is only the beginning. Humanity will rise. The galaxy will remember. And you, who found me, have begun a new era. Ethan leaned back, feeling the weight of the moment. Then, let's see what humans can really do. Connor laughed. I like the sound of that. Lily smiled. The galaxy won't know what hit it. And together, humans and their mythic ships sailed into the stars, ready to show the universe their true power.